Something bad went down at the grounds.
It's finally here.
I did it.
You did what?
I killed him.
The brand new season you've been waiting for.
You have to help Fox a fox. Your mother is very clever.
Derek?
Who's this?
Apparently I'm your daughter. Is my son in danger?
It can get a lot worse.
I got nothing to lose.
Hold on to your seats because Temptation Tuesdays are just getting started.
I love this kind of drama.
Tyler Perry's The Haves and the Have-Nots Tuesday.
All right, have and have not fans. That was the promo we've been waiting for so long. Literally, we all got sick of seeing the same 15, 10, or 30-second promo on repeat over the past several weeks on the OWN network. We actually have various scenes from upcoming episodes of The Haves and the Have-Nots. If you're new to the channel, this is pretty much what we do on these breakdowns. You just saw the promo itself. I was able to play it all at once because it was only about 30 seconds, so I didn't have to worry about copyright. We're going to go to bit by bit. We're talking about all the dialogue. We're talking about all the scenes we saw. And what I do is try to piece together exactly what's happening, trying to predict what's going to occur in Season 7. And before moving any further, if you are new to the channel, I hope you take a moment to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you share it on social media. That way we can create hype for the Haves and the Have-Nots, because the first episode to me, very good. It wasn't perfect, but I thought it was very good. Decent start to the season. And based off this preview, we have a lot of things to look forward to. And I think I mentioned this in my episode review for Are You Happy? But to be honest, there are some twists and turns that I didn't even see coming. Because remember, Season 7 was filmed in the fall of 2018, but during the fall of 2019, there were Season 7 reshoots. So some of the things that I thought I knew would happen based off my theories might have been shifted. Let's get into it. The first pieces of dialogue I want to talk about are from the narrator. The brand new season you've been waiting for. This is it, Season 7. Hold on to your seats because Temptation Tuesdays are just getting started, meaning that this first episode we got on Tuesday night was just a taste of things to come. Now, really, you're going to have to buckle yourselves in because based off my notes here, let me count real quick. We got about over 20 various scenes that were shown on screen, and unfortunately, they haven't released the HD quality version of this trailer. So some of the pictures might be a bit pixelated, but I got to work what I got. Plus, people have been demanding I do this video immediately, so I couldn't really wait until Thursday or Friday like I wanted to. But the trailer starts off with Benny talking to Hannah. Mama, something bad went down at the Cryer house. Then we see Hannah making her way to Catherine's, going through the police line and everything. And it looks like she's able to gain access into the house, which we saw in the preview for next week's episode when she's talking with George about Benny's name being on some sort of notepad with a date in Jim's study. And we also see, Wyatt and Hannah, but we saw that in the preview for next week where Wyatt's just having a hoot. He's still high. He's telling Hannah, I shot my parents, go in there and see. And we see that Jim's being taken out on the gurney. So Jim Cryer is alive. It looks like Veronica and her army of goons are there in her house. Probably a bit, they're not really feeling the Ice Queen right now because two of their own were killed. Veronica doesn't seem to care, meaning that, they could be in a situation where they're just disposable pawns for Veronica's gain. And what are they going to do about it? But there are no speaking lines in this trailer, but there are in the trailer for Fleeting Moments. So if you watch my episode trailer breakdown for Fleeting Moments, then I'll go into full detail there, just to let you know, because we only got a blink and you miss moment of Veronica and her army of goons. But to me, Veronica might be... In this scene, Veronica reminds me of Scar from The Lion King, where, of course, she's Scar, and these thugs are the hyenas. And at the end of the movie, they find out Scar was just throwing them under the bus in order to save his own life from Simba, and then he ends up being eaten by them. So it seems to me like Veronica better watch her step, or she'll end up being, eaten by these hyenas. Weird analogy, but I think it really fits, don't you? Justin pops up several times in this trailer, just to let you know. It seems like he's out of the hospital. He's standing somewhere at night. I don't know if this is outside of David's house. I don't know if it's outside of Veronica's, but Justin is out of the hospital. Jeffrey Owens and Charles have a brief toast. Remember, Jeffrey Owen has not appeared yet in the show, but he is slated to play as Senator. He could be Charles's running mate. I don't know. And I consider Jeffrey Owens until we know what his character's name is. So, guys, I'm going to... Well, this is the only time I need to say Jeffrey Owens because kind of like Veronica and her army of goons, it's a blink and you miss moment. They're just having a toast in a celebratory fashion. So... on to the White House. Again, he might be the running mate. I'm just saying. That's the only thing that really makes sense to me. Looks like Benny and Mitch are at a bar. Brief scene there. Then we also get to David and Jeffrey. You have to outfox a fox. Your mother's very clever. And it looks like David's telling Jeffrey this as the police are in the background investigating the shooting and everything and the break-in. I'm wondering if they will find that cigarette butt that Veronica left at the scene of the crime at the end of Show Not Tell. Remember? She heard the guns going off, saw the flashes from the guns. Jeffrey, Jeffrey, you know, she heard David yelling. And then she dropped the cigarette, crushed it with her red bottoms, and walked off. Which was stupid. So after that, we have Candace calling Derek, and it's like, who's this? Apparently I'm your daughter, so Candace is going to call Derek. I believe this is the same night based off Candace's outfit. So we might see Derek tomorrow night. I don't know for sure, but it will be nice to see how that connection is going to form. I'm glad they're talking. Well, excuse me. I'm glad Candace called. I hope they get a scene where they're just talking. So I would love to see those two meet in person, talk, and maybe Derek gets invited over to the house to talk with Candace. But remember, Benny doesn't know yet. Not that I give a damn, but just remember that. Speaking of Benny, it looks like he's having a good time at the bar with a girl on his lap. So it looks like to me, Mitch is probably trying to wine and dine Benny in order to get to Candace. That's pretty much what I'm feeling Mitch's motivations are this season. And then Hannah's talking to someone saying, is my son in danger? This could either be George, based off the next episode preview, where it's like, you know, hey, we found your son's name and tomorrow's date on a notepad in Jim's desk. Or she could be in the hospital asking Jim if her son's in danger. I don't know. It's either one or the other, but I'm thinking it might be George. So I don't know for sure. Next thing you know, we have David and Justin talking, and I couldn't make out what David was saying. It's like, you can get a lot worse or it can get a lot worse. And then Justin says, I've got nothing to lose. Does this mean Justin might be teaming up with David in order to take down Veronica? Because in the very next scene, we have Justin showing up to Veronica's front door and she's, you know, smirking. Was Justin commanded by Veronica to go see her? Is this a plan to take her down? I don't know, but let me just put it this way. I'm not a Justin fan whatsoever, but if an unholy alliance is formed in order to take down Veronica, I'm here for it. I think it would be a very interesting dynamic. And it looks like we have a brief scene of Charles going for a jog, and of course, Secret Service is there. David's yelling at someone, and he's standing outside of his house, almost like he's telling someone to leave. This could be Justin. I don't think it's Veronica, because I feel like David and Veronica is almost like, you know, kill on sight, so I don't think Veronica. I'm trying to think who in the world could show up at David's house that would cause him to act like that. At the moment, Justin is pretty much the only person I can think of off the top of my head that will make him just go into a, you know, frenzy like that. So we'll just have to wait and see. I don't think it's Madison that will just set him off like that. So I'm thinking Justin. Probably Justin when he's fresh out of the hospital. Because for all we know, you know, David might go to see Jim and Catherine in the hospital, then run into Justin. So we'll just have to wait and see. Celine is going into someone's hospital room. I'm thinking it's Jim. It could also be Catherine, you know, to kind of smirk at her for, you know, all the times that she beat her up and, you know, drug her out of the house by the hair. But I'm thinking it's Jim. I think that Celine's going into Jim's hospital room to see him. Wyatt is behind bars. He's in jail, and I don't know of any possible way he can get out of this one. Someone's taking their shirt off while Jeffrey's watching. I'm going to assume it's Madison because 1, Wyatt's in jail. 2, Justin, if he took his shirt off in front of Jeffrey, his, you know, body will be scarred and bruised from, you know, those guys that assaulted him in jail. So I'm guessing it is Madison. because it's a white guy, and he's the only other white guy that I can think of that's been interested in Jeffrey in the show. Then hilariously, in the very next scene, we get a scene of David looking pretty disgusted as he's like closing a door. So one could imagine that he may have accidentally walked in on Jeffrey and Madison or whoever was taking the shirt off, and he's like, "Oh, can't believe I saw that. But he's my son, that a boy." I don't know what David would say. Then we have Derek going to see Veronica. I'm thinking this might be linked to those murders, the two guys that were shot in David's house. Why would Derek be going to see Veronica? Was he summoned there by Veronica? I don't know, but either way, he doesn't look happy about it. Will he kill Veronica? I don't know. Then we have Hannah in a hospital room looking shocked. So this is once again either Catherine or Jim's hospital room. Could he check in to see why was my son's name in a notepad with tomorrow's date in your study? Or she could be standing in Catherine's hospital room and she's, acting shocked because, maybe, what's it called? Not the defibrillator. When you're hooked up on the IV and then the line goes beep, beep, and then it goes beep, like, you flat line. I don't know why she would be freaking out like that. And it looks like she's holding the phone, so who knows what's going on there. Looks like Candace is in a brawl with some female. I couldn't tell who it was because I tried to freeze frame, but the image of Candace slapping the girl or punching the girl in the face didn't allow me to make out who it was. So I'm going to assume it is a new character. It looks like Mitch is about to rough up someone as well. I'm thinking they're in the same location, like a bar or something. Some random guy is like walking downstairs to like a basement area. I don't know who that is. And then the final scene is Veronica saying, "I love this kind of drama." And based off the silhouette and the hair of the person who's sitting on the couch of her, pretty sure that's Celine. So Celine probably comes over to Veronica's house to take her up on her offer to get back at Jim. Which makes no sense when you think of the context of her child support and the fact that Celine should be sitting on millions of dollars right now. And if you don't believe me, I literally just posted a video on the community tab on YouTube about, is Celine secretly a millionaire? I did that video back in November. I broke down the child support amounts that Jim was paying her per month. She should be sitting on millions. And I've always said this way back when, even during like season 1 and 2. The reason that Celine is living in the have-not area of Savannah is because I feel like she never used more money than she actually needed in order to raise, what's the son's name? Carlos is the older son, and like James or little Jimmy is the name of the younger son. And I feel like she never spent the money because of the fact that she wanted to show Jim that it was never about the money. It was just about them wanting a father figure in their lives. So I feel like Celine has all that money she has from Jim, but refuses to spend a dime of it, which makes no sense. But all that's to say, seems like we're going to be in for an interesting show this season. That's all I got to say on that. This trailer is really good. I feel like it's pretty interesting that we did not see Catherine whatsoever. We only saw Jim briefly on the gurney. Wyatt in jail. But this really supports what I've been saying for a while. And if you go back to my episode review, I said it a lot as well. This shows that the main cast, when you think about it, aren't exactly the most interesting characters. A lot of the B and C tier characters can carry the show. I love the new Candace we're getting now. The fact that her and Hannah are on good terms. Like I said in my episode review for Tuesday night, I was smiling or grinning ear to ear the entire scene. Candace smiling, Hannah smiling, them having a moment, Hannah accepting that Candace wants to get to know her father, even though she doesn't want to talk to Derek whatsoever. She even gives her the phone number. Just stuff like that had me really appreciating their moments together. And I can't wait to see what happens as the show goes on. Charles is sticking around, so obviously his story isn't done yet. Jeffrey Owens, I can't wait to see what he brings to the table. I mean, another thing to consider is the fact that I know that there are at least half a dozen characters coming in the back half of season 7 who were not in the trailer. So we are in for quite a shock, such as William, Jeffrey's real father. He's not popping up until the back half of the season. Crystal Lee Naomi, aka Jasmine from Sisters, her character, not Jasmine, but her new character, isn't showing up until like midway or back half of the season. Laura, the woman or the young black woman who Veronica got from that girls' foundation or whatever, she's not popping up until some point this season. I forgot when. But, going back to Celine real quick about the whole millionaire and whatnot. Let's say Celine agrees to have Veronica help her get Jim put for child support. But then with Jim in the hospital and everything, she sues and wins. But then Jim doesn't have any money because guess what? Candace never gave back the million. So, plot point, I can see that happening. But overall, I think we're in for one heck of a ride from start to finish. I'm excited. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Based off this trailer, what are you most excited to see in the upcoming episodes of the Haves and Have-Nots? Was there anything in the trailer that you didn't see that you hope does get touched upon in this season? And like I said at the beginning, if you are new, hit that subscribe button. And for everyone subscribed already or not, hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out whenever I post new content. Trust me, a lot of stuff is going to get done. I have plenty of videos to do based off the Haves and Have-Nots alone. Yes, I know the Oval and Sisters comes on tonight, but to be honest, I'm probably going to take a break because I've been working on these videos over the past, less than 24 hours. Voice is a lot better in this video than it was when I was doing my episode review early this morning. So prayers, by the end of this week, I should be back to normal. All I can say is please share this video around. Show your support. The Haves and Have-Nots are back. Just keep supporting the channel. You know, we've hit 100,000, which is great. We're still growing at a very good rate now, but I just need your help. Make sure you give this video the thumbs up, share it on social media. I mean, there are a bunch of Facebook groups out there. So if you see any Have and Have Not Facebook groups, excluding the one I have, the Haves and Have Nots review, my social media links are in the description below, so you'll find everything there. Oh, also, I just checked. We've finally hit 6,000 followers on Twitter. And my Have and Have Not Facebook page is at 15,000 likes. My Haves and Have Nots Facebook group is knocking on the door of 13,000 members. So thank you all so much. And if you want to look into all my groups and everything, Instagram, whatever, all that stuff is in the description box below. I got links for everything. But yeah, guys, all I have to say is thank you for the support. More content is on the way. Just looking at the comments on recent videos has me pumped up because you all are excited. And for everyone who's new to the channel, whether you just subscribed or you're a newcomer who just found this video in your search results, this channel is by me, a fan. I don't work for Tyler Perry or anything. I talk about these shows. Even when we agree on theories, when we disagree, like, you know, Amanda being killed by Wyatt, which I never thought was true, but it seems to be the truth based off what Wyatt told George in the last episode. Yeah, sometimes I'm wrong, or Tyler Perry rewrites the info, so I'm wrong on purpose. Dun dun dun. But yeah, this season looks great. And last thing I want to say, if you watched the Oval and Sisters tonight, let me know how it was. Hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. I'm not saying that I'm going to completely dismiss those shows, but you all know when the Haves and the Have-Nots is on the air, that takes priority. Same with Greenleaf and If Loving You Is Wrong, because those shows were a smash on the channel last year. And yeah, so thanks so much for watching this breakdown. We finally got the long-awaited trailer. Now it's a matter of going week to week, but can we make it? I think we can. Look, we made it through a 6-month hiatus. We can make it through 7 days. Everybody have a great day. Check me out in my upcoming videos, or if you're waiting and it's like Jeremy hasn't uploaded already, look, I uploaded 4 other videos today alone, so you shouldn't be bored. And I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks so much for the support once again, guys, and I'll talk to you later.